how much you had to shuffle things around before the game. Just how satisfying was that win tonight?
Very, because we deserved it 100%. The boys played an incredible game against an top opponent, and playing then the way like we played tonight is, I don't take things like this for granted, to be honest. It's the boys were really on fire football-wise, played. Obviously Leicester is meanwhile the team is defense in a specific way. Jamie Vardy is much deeper than he was last season, so that makes it just even more tricky. We had to bring Gini in possession as well. We needed to use him as well, so it was always try to find him, and then how the two other midfielders did in the beginning, and then later when Millie was on was just incredible. How the whole team defended, the front line defended really well, and then offensively it was anyway incredible. We could have scored more goals. We should have probably. That is really a top sign for a good game.
Is it almost hard to pick what you liked the most about your team tonight?
I don't think like this. I like the overall performance. That's how it is. And the result and the clean sheet and these kind of things. We needed Ali once or twice, but not too often, because we defended in front of him just incredibly well. And that against a team with the quality of Leicester, so that's really special.
And once again, both fullbacks assisting for goals.
Yeah. Okay, from Millie from a corner, but and in that moment I think he was not fullback anymore, if I'm right. He was a midfielder, but yes, Millie played what the game he played on right fullback. I have to say, it was absolutely with the ball. It was really special. He found the spaces. Look, that front line didn't play too often together, but how they did that tonight was not bad. Diogo's smart player. Salio had put a work shift in, unbelievable, and Bobby. Look, what people say about him, it's ridiculous. I have to say, it's just because you have nothing else to talk about. Sometimes, my feeling, you cannot be closer to a goal than he was tonight. Obviously.
Do you know how far it was?
I heard about it, and everybody thought the same in that moment. Yes, 3-0, great, and exactly the right goal scorer. We were also happy for him, and he played outstanding again, and so all good.
Well, he eventually did get his goal, didn't he? But I don't know what he's saying. It's the speculation around, does he start or Jota? And
James, was that a really good professional job against a dangerous team, especially with the injury problems Liverpool had coming into the game?
Yeah, I think so. I think first half we were very good. Second half weren't as good. Let them into the game a bit more, I think. But there's a lot of miles in the boys' legs, internationals and things like that. So, I thought we kept the ball pretty well. At times took the sting out of it when he turned to the first half and got the second goal. Could have been outside more. Bobby, I don't know what he's been doing, but he was the unluckiest man alive, I think, for the first 80 minutes of the game or whatever. But he deserved his goal. He was brilliant tonight. So unlucky, but yeah, I think it was a great performance.
It looked like the rest of the team were as happy as he was when it finally went in.
Yeah, I just said to him, I think I'd have been angrier than him if it was just one of those nights. And I thought he was outstanding and just couldn't get his goal. So delighted he got it. Thoroughly deserved. I thought he was brilliant, along with the full front line and the boys at the back done brilliant as well.
You more than played your part coming in at right back. They seem to be targeting your side of the pitch.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I would as well. But you do the job you can, and Nico come on and done very well and slid straight in and made some great challenges and a great contribution. So I think we're blessed to have a great squad of players. Everyone's pushing each other, and people are playing wherever asked and doing a great job, and that's because we're very lucky to have a great squad of players.
Your first Premier League start of the season, but you can also claim an assist as well.
Yeah, I'll take it, but I think we just wanted to win. Obviously it's nice for me to start the game. I want to start as many games as I can. I know that's probably not going to be every game these days when we're getting a slightly older, but wherever I'm asked, I'll do the job I can, and always delighted to contribute, and it was important we got that win. There's a long break now between the next international break. It's hard to get that rhythm, I think, early in the season when you got all the international breaks, so it was important to play a very tough team and get a win to set us on a run, hopefully now going into this busy period.
Of course, no trophy or award for setting a new record for games unbeaten here at Anfield tonight, but surely that can only add to the aura around the team when teams visit.
Yeah, I think it's never been an easy place to come here. I know that from earlier in my career when I was a visiting player, but we're obviously missing the fans at this moment in time, but it shows the intensity that we can bring as a team as well, and there's that fire and energy from ourselves, and we always know that the fans are there behind us, and we know they're watching us now, but it's not the same when you don't have that roar. So I think it's impressive that we've kept it going even without the fans, and hopefully we can keep it going till they're back, and they'll give us that extra edge again.
Just one last thing. You talked about you're getting perhaps slightly older. At the new training ground, you've had a door named after you. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, I mean, basically it was when the plans were made, and we said there should be a door there, basically, me and Hendo, because the route was a strange setup, so they put a door in and decided to try and be funny and name it after me. But it's wooden hinges, so it's not a statue or a stand, but a door at Liverpool. I'll take that.
And right now, been involved with this, you've got no plans in making that the exit door?
Hopefully not. Yeah, maybe that was Eddie's. Hopefully it's not the exit door that he was hinting at, but hopefully I'll be here a bit longer yet.
Well done tonight, James.
Cheers. Cheers.
Watching here on beIN Sports tomorrow night. So far then, Chelsea off the mark early Saturday with a good win. Brighton won at Aston Villa, who are still smarting from a decision they felt should have gone their way and at least have had the opportunity to have scored from the spot. That didn't happen. Spurs beat Manchester City 2-0. United with another penalty, twice taken. Fernandes scoring at the second attempt. They beat West Brom by 1-0. Everton today won at Fulham 3-2. Anxious finish. The Hammers won again to go 8th, beat Sheffield United. Leeds and Arsenal shared the points, and Liverpool have beaten Leicester 3-0. Sheffield United from 9 played, just the 1 point. It's getting a bit too uncomfortable from their perspective. Burnley play tomorrow night, 2 from 7 played. West Brom 3 from their 9 played. Then come Fulham, as we saw, beaten today. Brighton on 9. Newcastle down. Leeds point takes them into 14th. City and Wolves on the weekend falling. Wolves yet to play. Arsenal have 11th. Top half looks like that. Manchester United into 10th. Palace falling. West Ham take 8th. Villa down. Everton retake 6th. Saints and Leicester both falling. Chelsea into 3rd. Liverpool into 2nd. And Spurs still lead. Well, that might be bad news going forward. Unbeaten home runs for Liverpool.
It's officially the record now, yeah? After this game. 64 games. Unbelievable.
Players used 40 as opposed to 20
back
first time round.
It shows you.
So it's gone though, isn't it? Different game, different world these days.
It's a different world, yeah. You'd never get away with that now.
No.
That length, 63 games, they only used 20 players in 63 games. Think about that.
It's remarkable,
That's
really.
extraordinary.
Yeah. Based largely, I think, on the season they won the title with just 14 that were used. Anyway, that's Johnny Evans putting Liverpool in front tonight.
I mean, that's amazing about tonight for me. 3 goals from 3 headers. For a team that's, I mean, they're not what you would call a big side, Liverpool, ever, are they? They don't have, without Van Dijk, they don't really have that giant presence in there now. And yet, the quality they put in there, they're scoring with headers. It's ridiculous.
I'm not sure he wasn't put off there, Johnny Evans.
A little bit he was. A little bit, but I don't think. I mean, it was like a fight, wasn't it? It was like a grapple. Each was having a go.
Yeah, it was just a little tussle in the box. There was nothing really clear for Sadio Mane.
Shouldn't he get the benefit of the doubt there, though? He's
No.
not really set himself, has he?
No, we want to see
You said
goals.
half-time Mane turned him. He did.
We want to see goals.
Well, yeah, but only if they're legal.
But they're having a little tussle together. Yeah, there was nothing illegal about this one. Look at his run, Jota's from outside the box. Fabulous run. It's just a great ball. Wonderful cross.
This is what you said as well, during halftime. You don't have to be a tall player.
No.
Okay, at the end of that, if the ball is good and the crossing is good, and there was a fantastic cross, and he's well known for it. At the other side, normally Trent Arnold.
I'll guarantee you there wasn't one Liverpool fan when they signed Jota said, that's great business. Really looking forward to seeing him. Where did that come from? I mean, he's settled in so well. He looks like he's been there all of his life. And he's a real threat. But none of us saw that, did we?
No, he wasn't a regular at Wolves. I mean, he was in and out the Wolves side. And when I heard 40 million, I think it was, 40 million for Diogo Jota, and Wolves were happy to take it, obviously. It seemed like very good business for them. But they've obviously been tracking him for some time. I think they've done their homework on Jota. And they'll assess now, do we think he fits into our group? Will he fit into the team? You know, will he fit in seamlessly? What he's done, I mean, it's been a start to a career at a club like Liverpool, who have got one of the best front threes in world football. It's quite extraordinary. And I said, he's playing that well that I don't think Klopp can leave him out. He's got a major problem now when Salah comes back from COVID, that he's got 3 of them plus Jota. But maybe he will say to Jota, sorry, these are my boys.
Can we think of a club that's recruited better in recent years?
Yeah, I think there are a couple of clubs who are recruiting better. Of course, Liverpool, what Andy said as well, I think the scouting does it works itself. That they've been scouting players for a long time. But I think there are a couple of clubs. I think Leicester is always recruiting well, and it's always been up there. You got a couple of other clubs, but I mean Liverpool is really doing good business, and with Jota as well. I don't think it is going to be a hard decision for Klopp to leave him out, because what we've seen as well, one of the games that Liverpool is playing is that they slot Firmino a little bit on the midfield.
They tried that, yeah.
You know,
against City, didn't he?
Yeah, against City. So if he has to make a decision, I don't think he's going to make a hard decision out of it and just leave Jota on the bench, because he can't. You know, he can't go for sentiment and just go for Firmino up front. So I think he will push Jota back on the midfield.
Firmino eventually got his goal.
Again, another header.
Yeah. It's a great header, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a couple of chances before.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
And he was searching for the goal. And we were talking here in the studio as well. It's like, the ball just don't want to go in for him. The football goals are just against him. But I mean, that's the thing that I love about him. He's always going for it. He's always trying.
That's changed in recent years, hasn't it? Clear the box and neither post marked. Mm-hmm. And that ball just drops in.
Yeah.
Where 10 years ago someone would have been standing.
There's pros and cons for it, Richard, both. I understand why the modern footballer, the modern coach wants it. He clears it to get offside if anyone goes in there. Like we saw today, Sheffield United almost got a goal, I think, but somebody was in the 6-yard box from a corner, flagged offside, didn't stand. I think that's the empty it, A, to help the goalkeeper, and B, to, if anyone drifts in there from an attacking sense, then a header down into the 6-yard box is going to be given offside. But it'd be interesting to see how many times an offside's given. Statsmen probably know it somewhere. And how many times the ball drops into the back post and a goal scored.
That would be interesting. You keep count. Too late now, sadly. Here's James.
I'm not keeping count. I don't know. A door. I think I'm going to name it the studio door after you.
I was about to say that.
I mean, in fairness to him, what is he to say to a question like that?
Yeah.
Just briefly on him, because you played with him. When he left Manchester City, I must have been thinking that it was a step down. At that time, there was so much happening, and the expectation at City was that they were going to win the European Cup. They didn't. He subsequently has. They haven't. I mean, he's got a drawer full of medals. And the reward for leaving is evident, isn't it? He's just gone on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, but it has also to do with his qualities and also with his personality. You know, he's a great guy, and for me, he's one of the best teammates you can have in a team. You know, he doesn't have a big ego. He's not a player that he demands that he wants to play always. He really knows what his qualities are and accepts his roles as well. And leaving Man City is always going to be hard, but at that moment, he never had a future at the club. And I think the manager at that time also said it to him. He said, like, listen, this is your time, you gotta go. And he chose Liverpool, of course, also with the conversation that he had at the club and with the current manager, and that's why he's there. And you can see it also throughout the years. You'll never see Milner playing 60 games a season, or 50 or 60 game season, but he's always there helping his teammates out, bringing in his experience, and whenever he plays, he's doing his job, if it is as a right back or as a left back, or today again slot in the midfield and help him out. So for me, if I was a manager, I always welcome players like that. You know, you cannot always have 11 stars, and he have an amazing career. You cannot say anything about his trophy cabinet. But that also comes to the dedication that he has for the game and the love that he has for the game. So credits to him and credits to James. He's an amazing person and a great football player.
Yeah, yeah. Jurgen Klopp is waiting for us.
Jurgen, especially bearing in mind